What is going on, guys? Welcome back once again to our Digimon Let's Play. We are here in the builder today, kicking things off. We're going to be speaking to our little friend Gumdramon, because I believe we have some things to pick up from this guy. Let's see. We have upgraded the builder a couple of times now, which is what you have to do in order to proc this. So let's see if this little fella can give us some things. One of each enhancement chip mini. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we spoke to this guy before, right? And I thought he just didn't do anything, but I was clicking through the dialogue too fast. And he actually has a bunch of rewards for us, so I'm going to go outside and have a look at these real quick before we kick things off. I also think at this point we should be able to talk to Birdramon, right? Because we have used the sender a bunch. No, not Birdramon, literally Birdramon, like Biomon. Hello? Yeah, 5 times. Can we do it again? Perhaps? Maybe? No? Okay. Worth a try anyway, regardless. So yeah, we needed to clean up our inventory space because we had so much items to pick up from that dude. He gives us all these mini chips, alright, so we can, it's basically like winning a free battle, right? You get like an increase to wisdom, speed, stamina, strength, yeah, the full 9, and then 250 for your HP and MP. So, no, I completely forgot about this, which is understandable because it's not amazing, you know, it's not mind-blowingly good, this kind of reward, but we'll take it nonetheless. Stick these in the bank for later on, I think, probably when we are doing our in-game montage training nonsense for the finale, whenever that may be. Probably at some point soon, mind you. But anyways, we have some more recruitments today. As you can see, if we pop over to Jijimon's house, we can see that the little hairy dude in his little hut of friends there, it hasn't got a yellow exclamation point yet, but our prosperity is 99, as you can now see in the middle of the screen, and I'm pretty sure that when we recruit 1 or 2 more Digis, I don't think we'll have that many left. Once we recruit 1 or 2 more, that should pop up to 100, and I think we'll get the Digimail telling us that it's finally time for us to hit our late game content. So we're going to get towards that today. We're going to get Daryl and Kay to the finish line, so to speak, and hopefully try and get them prepared for the last leg of the main story. So if any of that sounds good, if any of that sounds fun, sounds fabulous, then stay tuned. Here we go. Alright, as always, I'm going to start off today by having a little talk to our friend Wizardmon here and find out where he's taking us today, because just on the off chance he might be taking us. Okay, so we're going back to Absolute Zero with this guy. I don't think we necessarily have to do that right now because we were in Absolute Zero for most of yesterday. Instead, I'm going to take us along to... where does the Nye Plains take us to in the hinterland? I'm just going to click this real quick, guys. Give me a second, because there is something we need to do in here. It's not super important. Power plant number 1. This is actually... Wow, this is actually ideal. So, before, you guys might not recognize the power plant number 1, but basically it is the area that connects onto the old cableway. So, remember where the giant, was it King Numamon lives? Where we fought the Black Gabamon in the beginning. This is like the tiny connecting area. We came in here before, and we actually banged into all these Fugamon not too long ago when we weren't strong enough. But the main reason we are here is obviously to speak to this dude in the back. So we are going to do this really quickly. I don't think Fugamon is one of our recruitment digis, unfortunately, folks. I hate to admit it, but I'm pretty sure that's the way the cookie crumbles for this guy. What's up, dude? He's just staring. I don't know what happened there. That was a weird transition. We get like an overview of the power plant, but then it like snap clicks back to Fugamon here. Are those conductor lemons I see? Have you got? Yeah. So this dude was waiting on us to bring him 5 conductor lemons. I don't know what happens now that we give it to him. It looks like, yeah, he gives us 2 mini chips as well. Actually, did I forget to put those in the bag? I think I have them all with us, don't I? Yeah, I do. Oops, shit. So we pick up some more mini chips, which is kind of funny that we were just talking about the other ones. But anyways, I did want to go along to Mod Cape. In fact, you know what, guys? We have plenty of money to burn in. I am not really in the mood for wandering away. I've only just been reunited with you folks, so we won't depart too soon, because if I had to do a skip already, I'd be like, oh, come on, man. Let's just go along to Birdramon and spend some of that sick Digi-Skrilla. So now we're going to be going to Mod Cape. This is where I was going to go a minute ago, but then, you know, I figured out we'll try the other transport to Nye Plains, because Nye Plains is literally just outside, so to get a taxi there is pretty ridiculous. But anyways, oh, would you look at this? So, This is actually quite handy, because we're going to be taking a right here and wandering along, doing our business, so to speak, in this area anyway. But first of all, we have this. I'm thinking this is a Bomber Nanimon part, which, that's exactly what it is. This, the right leg, somehow his right leg ended up in Mod Cape, God knows how. But anyways, guys, we are finally going to be interacting with our boy Stingmon here, who is standing here looking quite majestic. I mean, he's a pretty chill looking dude. Last time we spoke to this guy, though, he was not really up for talking to us. That's all changed now. Gallantmon is actually so tall, it's just his lower half that is in the camera, and a big Gankamon's cape as well. Oh, I love these Digimon, but anyways. You wouldn't just reject my request, would you? I mean, it depends, mate. What is it? You have to ask ask us the request, and then we'll refuse or accept. You know, you can't just be like, you know, do this for me, or else I'll kill you. Just as I thought. Alright, listen up. I want you to deliver my letter to a certain Digimon. Now, hold on, I know what you want to say. Normally, can't you just send it by Digimon? Well, I did. I mean, the thought crossed my mind. If you don't want to use Digimail, I can understand, because everybody in this game who uses Digimail is an absolute demon. So, and not in a good way, you know, not in the kind of, oh, he's a badass kind of demon. He's, as in, God, man, that's an evil thing to do, send somebody a Digimail. Especially if you send more than one a day. Well, that's the deal. That's why I have to ask. A trustworthy globetrotter like yourself, and we've got Stingmon's letter. Now, we have to deliver this to Mega Cabaterimon, who is chilling in the server desert. Now, right now, at this point in time, don't open it though. It's a letter, not a telegram, alright? Sorry, I know you wouldn't do something like that. Okay, Stingmon, jeez. Stingmon, I mean, there was like, how many clicks did I have to go through his dialogue there? He was slowly falling down my list of favourite Digimon there. But yeah, we have to deliver that letter with Stingmon. It does actually appear inside our inventory, which is kind of interesting. It's right down the bottom here. And we have to give that to Mega Cabaterimon. So that's something that we need to consider at some point. But I'm pretty sure there are other things that Mega Cabaterimon needs done first before we can do that. And that's something interesting. Because we have to do a couple of fights around about that. And not to spoil too much, but yeah. There is a lot of shenanigans you need to get through in order to complete that part of the quest. But Stingmon's joined the city nonetheless. He probably is, in fact he definitely is, going to be the one that takes our prosperity up to 100. So that's interesting. I think when we go back to the city now, we may or may not see a cutscene. I'm not sure, I can't remember at this point, but anyways, we're not done yet. We're going to talk to Paladramon here as well. I'm Paladramon, I heard rumours of you and came here to wait. I wonder if you've heard of DNA Digivolution. Well, we have. We haven't really played about with any DNA Digivolution stuff in this game, but Paladramon is the kind of the guy to speak to. Obviously, he is a unison of Stingmon and is it Vidramon or something like that? Can't remember. But yeah, he is the guy to talk to. So here, he says, I'd like you to still use this power as well for the sake of the world. Still, this power can be too strong, and that's why I want to see if you're the right person. So basically, Paladramon is going to return to the city and kind of help you with DNA Digivolution stuff. But in order for you to be able to unlock that feature, you need to prove yourself in battle. So Paladramon has an interesting challenge. We have to fight him, but he starts us off at 1/5 of our HP and MP. Now, that sounds scary, right? But on the plus side, you can actually use items as soon as you get in the battle. So although I'm talking up like this is going to be easy, this is quite a tough fight, so you need to kind of watch yourself. We're just going to, I mean, what I could do here is tell Gallantmon, tell Gankumon to defend, and then we could just toss some large recoveries at these guys, top them up, make sure nothing bad happens. Again, we could do 2. As I said in the last episode, guys, it is currently on my agenda to run around and actually collect as much Digi-Starwoods in this episode as possible. I don't know if we'll grab them at this point, because honestly, off the top of my head, I can't remember where they are. But we should be able to use the feature inside the builder if we are really stuck, because there is a really nice feature that helps you kind of find resources that you're missing. We could use some large MP discs right now, but I'm pretty sure we have more than enough to kill this guy. If actually just once Gankumon finishes, I'm actually going to tell him to just use Quake Blast Fire Father, and we will actually have defeated Paladramon here. So this can be quite a tricky fight, and it has an unusual kind of battle requirement for you to go into, but at the same time, both Daryl and Kay are uber strong at this point. We have done nothing but fight with them over the last 2 episodes against extremely powerful Digimon like Paladramon, and so they are their stats are really high. I mean, pretty much every battle we've done recently has given us 26 points at some point in terms of some of their stats. So we get through this fight. Paladramon, hopefully he is now satisfied with our strength and will be joining the city. Our little compadre here. You know, of all people, can wield my power, the power of DNA Digivolution for the world. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. I guess we can't really turn our nose up. I was going to be like, yeah, Paladramon, if you want to come back to the city, maybe start up a cooking class, or maybe, like, start up some sort of armory where we can buy weapons or some shit like that. I mean, that would be cool too, but I mean, we'll settle for DNA Digivolution. There's definitely been worse Digimon that have joined the city. So here we go. It looks like we're also going to get 2 items from this guy as well as a reward for defeating him, which is nice because normally Digimon don't give you a reward at all. They'll just be like, yeah, well, you beat me. I'm going to join the city then as a result. So we get 2 Digivolution stones, and these will be, I'm pretty sure, the 2 stones required for DNA Digivolution. So basically what they will allow you to do is transform into the champion versions that allow you to then Digivolve DNA into Paladramon, okay? So I'm looking at my list of things to do here, guys. I think what we should do, realistically, is go along to Floatia Ex Machina and fight against Mac Galgamon, but that's going to be a bit of a trek. So I also think, obviously, we could just autopilot back to the city, right, and then we could travel via Birdramon. But I think when we go back to the city, we may encounter a cutscene, as I said. So let's put that to the test. Again, that is us. We are now way past 100 prosperity, so let's find out. Here we go, guys. This is what I was expecting, okay? Alright then, this is everyone. So, here we go, guys. I wasn't really wanting to dive into this too much right now, but this is really exciting. This is us. We are, I said earlier, at the finale, but really it's preparing for the final race, so to speak, because this is us close to our late game, okay? It is the very last chapter we are approaching. I think it will be chapter 5 at this point, although I'm not sure where that boundary lies. We have gathered the troops, we have assembled the war council, the war clan, and we are inside Jijimon's house because we're about to start discussing the final dungeon, okay? And you guys are going to get to know all about that shit in just a minute, but we're going to be clicking through some dialogue here. It's been a long time since I saw this part of the game, so I'm just going to go with the flow. We're going to investigate, we're going to listen to what everybody's got to say, and see what kind of preparations everyone is putting afoot, okay? Now we can talk about all of our prep and everything that we're going to do in the build up to this right after, alright? So then, Mire, let's dive right in and hear how everyone's work turned out. So everybody's been doing their individual roles. Obviously ours was like the city recruiter, aka ass kicker. So Taomon, thanks to all your hard work, Floatia is now capable of launching Project Reincarnation, okay? The town is now effectively a massive computer processor. If we insert a Megamon's Word D here as the core, his purification power combined with the antivirus should bring about a total data purge. There are grounds for concern, we have no other option. So it looks like obviously there are risks involved, but as Taomon says, there's nothing else we can do. We have to just make this Hail Mary and hope that it works. What do you mean? We've nearly pinpointed the address that Lucia's toy was transmitting to, Shoma Suzuki's location. Where is it? Somewhere in the digital world? Asked Jijimon. No, it's a place called the Singular Zone. Interesting. Impossible. So Taomon's like, wait a minute, sounds like he's heard of this place. The Singular Zone is where the digital world's deletion data ends up, not unlike what the human world calls the Beyond. Okay, interesting. The idea that it exists at all, let alone that a human could set a foot there, is pure fantasy. So Taomon's not buying any of this shit. He's like, Shoma couldn't have got there, that's basically the heaven of the digital world. I was skeptical too, but facts are facts, says Miri. We found a vast, essentially infinite blank space in the area that was picking up Lucia's signal. If they're in there, we observed multitudes of formless blocks of data, plus the data, yeah, okay, and one human, blah, blah, blah. So, we've got a bit of a boring shenanigans here, but we are going to go with it and kind of trundle along. Basically, they're just telling us, if you guys are really interested in the nitty-gritty of how some of this stuff pieces together, you know, where is Shoma, how does it exist, how did he get there, then that's kind of what they're filling you in on right now. Anyway, things are sure brighter for us, we just have to set a plan in motion now. Alright, get to it, guys. What is it we're going to be getting up to? They say that everything since the inception of the digital world is recorded and stored there, so I guess we're going somewhere. I actually clicked over it, but I'm guessing we're going to find it in a minute. There might be some important data there that we need to have reincarnated. Way to casually drop a critical mission on us, says Kota. Kota's, I mean, he was doing alright, and then his mind just crumbles. He's like, wait, I have to do something important? I can't handle that. Taomon and Lush and I will go beneath the town and open the gate to the Singular Zone, says Miri. Hamari, you're in charge of defending the town, so she's on defense duty. We'll be the ones to enter the Singular Zone, thwart Suzuki's plan, get a Megamon's Word D back, and save all of our worlds. So, wait a minute. So, Hamari gets to defend the town. We get go into the heaven of the digital world, the place beyond, this place that nobody's ever been or heard of. We're going to go in there. We're going to beat the main villain, capture the Enforcer, and save the world. Wait, I'm looking at these two options here, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. How's that possible? Obviously, we're going to take on the gym. Swing everybody on our back as always, as the only way we know how, and see how we go on. So, Jijimon, tell us all about Stingmon and Paladramon, my friend, and then we can get down to the nitty gritty. Stingmon has come back to Floatia, he's gone to the lab. I think he wants to do some research and it's something really amazing. Paladramon has come back to Floatia, he went to the Digivolution Dojo. Something about DNA Digivolution sounds exciting. So there you have it. Prosperity is up, and now we get a Tamer level as well. The Tamer level is actually something really good for us to pop up now. Our guys just flew in from the side there, that was kind of interesting. So there's a couple of things we can look at here. I've already collected our Cauldron items for the time being, so let's just pop outside. See if anything progresses here. I'm going to go into our Digimail and see what Jijimon has to say. The final battle now is our crucial test. You can get to the singular zone from the Ruins Lake and Nye Plains. This will be the very final battle. Make sure that your Digimon are ready. We are all counting on you. So Jijimon's sending us a bit of a fucking hype Digimail. I mean, this is probably one of the only exciting ones we've received in the game, guys. But regardless, he says that it's the final battle, which isn't really entirely true, because obviously there is post-game content in this game. But in terms of our main story, this is us, guys. We are prepping up, we are gearing up, we are training up for our last leg of the main story. So before we do any of this important stuff, why don't we just get ourselves semi-organised? I think what will happen is once we head outside into Nye Plains, we will trigger some more dialogue probably, and some other things. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these things into our bank here. Obviously our 2 stones from Stingmon that we received are the Digivolve stone for Stingmon and XVmon. So again, it was those 2 that go together to make Paladramon. I'm also going to put in Bomber and Animon's part. We're going to put in Stingmon's later because I don't think we can do anything with that right now, and I'll explain why in just a minute. Put all of our chips in. These will come in handy, but I don't want to use these right now on our, just our normal guys, because what will most likely happen, guys, and I haven't really discussed this that much with you folks, but what I want to be doing is actually probably before we do our last main dungeon, I think what we should probably do is prep ourselves a fresh set of digis, because again, Daryl and Kay have been absolutely phenomenal, and I can't stress that. They have done so much good work. They are so powerful. I am very pleased with these 2 digis, right? And honestly, it's going to be difficult to try and outpush some of these dudes. Let me just park over here with Taomon for a little minute so I can talk to you guys in peace, because right now I'm there's stuff I want to do, but I'm going to talk to you guys first about our plans, okay? Really quickly. So we've got Gankumon and we have Gallantmon here. We've got Daryl and Kay, and they have been fantastic Digimon. They have been great, but they're age 14 as it is today. Tomorrow they will be age 15. We still haven't took the Tamer skill that gives us extended life, and so what I am thinking is it would be it would be an awful shame and a bit of a pain in the ass, in all honesty, if we were to get halfway through the main dungeon, halfway through our last mission, and for these guys to pass away in the middle. Now, the only way to work around that is obviously to train up one more set of rookies and get these guys up to Mega. Now, you guys are thinking, Jack, we've sat through so many episodes of Rookies, Champions, Ultimates and Megas. We finally get our Megas and you're telling us, whoa, hold the bus? No, that's not what I'm saying, guys. I think what we should do in our next few episodes, I don't know when it's going to be, but I will let you guys know. I think we will kick off one of our next episodes with one of the best training montages we've ever made. Alright, I think we should pick 2 eggs. Once Daryl and Kay pass away, we're going to pick 2 eggs. We're going to do an epic training montage where I take all of these guys through the Digivolution ranks all the way up to Mega, to a suitable pair of Megas, to a suitable strength level where their Digibond, the bond between us and themselves and everything is all good. EXE is available, all our moves are ready to go, and I think then we should go into the final dungeon with these guys fresh and kick the shit out of the final mission. We have so many Digimon in this game that we haven't had a chance to visualize or see yet, so I think it would be really cool to see some more Megas before we hit the post game. Anyways, I'm doing enough waffling. I think what we should do is probably just pop out here and find out what's going on, because I think that these guys are going to be congregating outside and preparing for this nonsense that I keep talking about. So let's find out. We'll probably... Is there anything we can do here? Yeah, we've got our 2 homies waiting for us. And we also have this big guy in the corner as well. This is Mega Jijimon, Waru Jijimon. We can definitely chat to him in just a little minute. Let's speak to our guys first and see what it is that they've got to say. Because as I said, I think we need to advance this a little bit more. At least we know we can fight Waru Jijimon just now. That'll give us like an extra battle to do and stuff. There you are, Wolfie. Let us begin, says Taomon. Here we go. So he does his... Abe's Odyssey, opens the portal of darkness, and here we go, we've got Mire. It's open. Thanks, Meanie. Thanks for that, Captain Obvious. It confounds me still that the singular zone could just be beyond here, says Taomon. So despite Taomon's, you know, waffling, he was like, oh my god, the singular zone, does it even exist, blah blah blah, the fact that there's a human there, blah blah blah, and then he opens the portal straight to the place. I mean, what, Taomon, you had it in you all along, boy? You could have helped us in so many important battles if you have this kind of power cooking inside you. Anyways, enough of that rubbish. Well, prepare to be unconfounded. Now, Wolfie, if you please, maybe just straight to the point, I like that. No getting lost, you better come back, says Lush. And we give her a little nod. And a little kick up the ass. It's more of a fond kick up the ass at this point. Let's talk to Miri really quickly. I'm sure if anyone can do it, you can, but be careful, I'll be your guide. And here we have it, guys. We have the portal. Now, we're not going to go into the portal right now, but I wonder if anything's going to happen when we get close to it. No, we have to actually go in to proc. I mean, that kind of makes sense. So here we go, guys. This will be our entrance to the final dungeon. You guys will see that in not too long a time, I promise. But for the time being, we're not ready yet. We need to prepare ourselves. We need to prepare the town. We need to prepare our digis. We just need to basically get ourselves sorted before we go in there. Otherwise, we're going to regret it and shit like that. So, we're going to go about and do some other stuff. I think we have some things lined up. There is a ton of Digimon in Mod Cape and stuff. I actually could have went and done some other ones. But let's just talk to Warusagemon while we're here. What's up, dude? Looking extremely good. Remember Finn? Remember Finn, guys? That was a while back. Yeah, this will do nicely. Ha ha ha. Wait a minute, what? This is Mega Digimon. Oh, where did you come from? I wasn't doing anything. I am Mega Digimon. So if you have to tell us that you weren't doing anything, that's obviously we're proccing our spidey senses of suspicion there. You know we're going to ask you what the fuck you're up to. I heard there's a new lake here, so I came to see it. The water is absolutely amazing. I think I'll stay here for now. Live in Floatia? No, the water here is much nicer. I'm going to just chill out here, not in the Flying City. Where would I go swimming in the Flying City, says Mega Digimon. One day, sooner or later. And just like that, the guy says nothing else. So it looks like for the time being, Mega Digimon is not going to interact with us at this point in time now. I think I know what it is that we have to do in order to get him to communicate properly with us, but yeah, I think it involves some other kind of watery Digimon, and I have an idea of where they are. We're going to collect some resources, and then I think what I'm going to do next is pop along to Fault X Machina so we can fight against Matt Galgamon, because I said we were going to do that earlier, so let's do that just now. I'll probably meet you guys there to save us a bit of time, because there are other things and other stuff that I want to do in this episode, so yeah. In fact, I've just thought of something else, so I changed my mind. We're actually going to keep you guys... Wait a minute, oh, he was taking us to Absolute Zero. That actually suits us. Young Wizardmon, you can actually help us today. Boom. Fly me there. Because instead of paying all that money to go to Fault X Machina, we can actually just pop into here, do a 180 and then leave. Yeah, guys, I was going to just do a skip there, but I want to talk to you about something else that I've just thought of. And this is something I was trying to remember when I was, you know, when I was wandering around the city doing nothing and I was just talking absolute nonsense. This is what I actually wanted to talk about. If we go into our Tamer points and have a quick peek at these, we actually have a ton of skills lined up, guys. We have 31 Tamer points owned, and so we're definitely going to be organising some of these before we get going with our final dungeon, because there is a ton of ones, specifically in the tactical type, that I want to have a look at. But we'll get into that in a bit more later. Let's actually just go along and fight some of these battles. Now, it might not make a lot of sense to fight battles and then do Tamer point organisation, but at the same time, it's fine. I guess we could maybe even fight against Blue Mermon. We'll see how we get on. We'll fulfill our main objective rather than getting sidetracked. We'll fight against Matt Galgamon first, and then we will maybe come back and fight against Blue Mermon, because as I said, we're going to be learning some moves and stuff like that anyway, so it'll be cool to kind of pick up some of them with you guys. A lot of you will know where to get the moves at some point, because there is, well, again, I did make a guide for this back in the day, so if any of you guys are wanting to know that in a bit more detail, then you can check that video out, I guess. But for the time being, I want to try and pick up most of the moves in our move table with you folks, so that is one of them, and maybe we can grab it this episode. That would be really cool. So here we go, Matt Galgamon, buddy, I think we're ready to battle now. As a memory jog, we need to beat this guy in 60 seconds, folks. So here goes nothing. This guy is pretty tough. Level 40, and so the sooner we can get our order points up to max, the better. He is going to use a very powerful data move on us there, which knocks us on our butt. You can kind of tell the strength. That is a very powerful move to pick up if we can at all grab it. He's going to use it on us again, and Gallantmon is about to take it in the ass, so to speak. So I'm going to tell him to quickly defend, and then I'm going to probably throw a large recovery because he's about to take some damage. I think he actually got his defend off there properly, so here we go. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get off a double wombo, but I'm pretty sure this guy is defeated already. Like I said, I think that to a certain degree, Daryl and Kay are strong enough to go in and fight against the final dungeon. But wait a minute, what just happened? Oh, that was enemy Gankamon using his limit break. Oh no, wait a minute, that's not what I'm talking about. Enemy Gankamon. We're fighting against Matt Galgamon, not Gankamon. I saw the limit break there, and I was like, "Oh, that must be Gankamon doing his ult." But it was actually Matt Galgamon using his limit break on Daryl here, and Daryl got knocked on his ass. God, I hope he didn't get injured there. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what I was saying a second ago, guys. But yeah, we get 10k from this fight, speed, strength, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. I was kind of hoping we'd pick up a special move from that guy, you know, the machine type move that he used on us. Maybe we already have it, I don't know, but did all my moves look slow motion to you? Whoops, losers can't go flapping the gums. As promised, I'll join you guys. I'll move to the city at max speed. No one can stop this. And off he pops. So there we go, we got another city recruitment. Matt Galgamon, actually, he's not got that of an exciting function. You guys will see that. I'll show you it later when we get back to the city. So, yeah, he's a pretty cool Digimon to have because he fills out the area that he lives in quite nicely, and he's like a nice kind of person to have just in terms of making the city look good. If any of you guys like those kind of aesthetically pleasing kind of things, I'm going to harvest this tree real quick just on the off chance that we get the wood we need. I can't remember. There is starwood. I don't actually know. Is that what I said I needed? I can't remember. Blackwood. Can we get some more starwood? Yeah, I think I was talking about the Tamer points and stuff, guys, but then we were definitely talking about something after that. I'm sorry, I forgot already, but movesets, we talked about Tamer points and movesets into something else. I can't remember, I'm really sorry, but anyways, let's just heal up Gallantmon here. Maybe it'll come back to me in a little minute. And then we can actually tangle against Blue Menomon here. Now, I don't know if he's going to give us what it is that we need straight away. This guy is quite tough, so we need to kind of be a bit nervous. But obviously, oh yeah, Daryl and Matt that's what I was saying, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Daryl and Matt Galgamon are strong enough to beat the final dungeon, guys. I have no doubt in my mind that they would be strong enough, especially with their ability to EXE. There are a lot of powerful fights waiting for us inside the dungeon, so maybe we will have to EXE more than once, in which case we would have to break our campaign of victory up over 2 days. But yeah, I think it still makes sense just to be safe. We'll get these guys fresh into their next Digimon, who again are going to be a lot stronger than Daryl and Kay when they go up to Mega, just because of the way that stats pass on to the next set of Digimon. Now this Blue Menomon, the move that I wanted to learn from him, I don't even know if he actually used it, so if we don't pick up anything here I wouldn't be surprised. Never mind, we actually get exactly what I came for. Holy moly, that was fucking excellent. Thanks Digigods. Thanks RNG Digigods of love. We pick up Hurricane here, guys. Very, very, very powerful move. In fact, out of all the elemental type moves, I'm pretty sure it is the strongest. That's not the correct menu, so let's pop in here real quick and have a look at this. So if we scroll down here, guys, it's actually, and it's not the elemental tree. It's obviously not the, it's a wind type move. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. We have Hurricane here, guys. Now we have our third final powerful move. So we picked up Fighting Aura, then we picked up Flamestorm, and now we have access to Hurricane as well. So assuming that one of our final digis is a Thunder type user, we should be able to grab that. And well, we already have it. We will be able to equip it and use that to our full potential. Now, I'm looking at some of the other movesets in the tree, and it is something to kind of discuss, guys, because obviously, if we raise a Digimon that is an Ice type, for example, or an Earth type, or even a Darkness type, Machine type, it's not going to be a Filth type. I'm not even going to say that, so relax. We obviously don't have a lot of these moves, and so it would be kind of awkward if we raised like a really good mech Digimon and then we only have access to anti-attack field, which, you know, is a fine move, but it's not anywhere near the bottom 3 in terms of power level, so it would kind of suck to not have those ones, if that makes sense. So we need to kind of be careful. Maybe I will pay more attention to who we are moving into in terms of our megas in order to be able to use some of these powerful moves, because some of these extra moves we can actually pick up. I know where we can pick up this one, the Earth move, and I know where we can pick up this one as well, but we won't have access to this until later on in the game, unfortunately. Now, the evil moves we actually can pick up in our final dungeon, but that might be a bit too late, because in order to pick these up, we would have to beat the Digimon that have them, and in order to beat them, we would need powerful moves. Does that make sense? A bit of a triangle here, but anyways, same with the holy moves. There are Digimon that appear later on in the post-game that we can grab some of these off, but I'm not sure off the top of my head if there is ones we can fight against in the regular world, so that's something we need to be kind of consider. So yeah, bit of my two-piece on that, guys. I'm going to shut up now. We're going to port back to the city, and we're going to travel to Mod Cape, where a couple of extra digis are waiting to be recruited. So if I can just find my autopilots, we will actually pop back there. I could probably do a time skip here, guys. Oh, well, I guess we could find out from this guy what Matt Galgamon's going to do. Matt Galgamon has come back, and he's gone to the Digivolution Dojo. Exciting times. Alright, cool. Let's go outside. We will look at our Tamer skills, as I said mere moments ago, but I'll do that probably towards the end of the episode. I'm going to head along to Mod Cape, guys, because there are a couple of... I'm thinking, do we need any... take any items with us? No, I don't think we do. We're just going to pop along here because there are a bunch of Digimon in here. Some of them I think we have to fight, if I remember correctly, and some of them we don't have to. So, yeah, I'm going to find our first recruit, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, guys, good time to pull you back in. Here we have it. It is yet another Mega Jijimon. Not the one that was chilling by the base, but a completely extra one. Let's talk to this guy. What's up, dude? Obviously, he wasn't here before, but now that we have interacted with some of our Absolute Zero guys, and also the Mega Jijimon back at base, I don't know who it is that procs this dude specifically, but it's probably one of them. Who are you? You look greedy. We look greedy? Mega Jijimon, watch your mouth, young man. You've got something to say to Mega Jijimon? I want your fishy picture. So this is obviously the Galgamon. Not Galgamon, what am I talking about? Too many G's. This is Gomamon's quest line where he wanted a fishy picture because he was an art collector. Mega Jijimon apparently has this. I don't know where he's keeping it on him because not having any hands and only having flippers, I don't really know how, you know, I'll leave it up to your imagination, but anyways. Fishy picture, something you get from fish, right? I ain't a fish, I'm a Digimon. And not any old Digimon either. Among the sea dragon types, I'm an elite ultimate Digimon. So Mega Jijimon throwing his dick around, so to speak. And you best remember, you talked about Gomamon. Gomamon, oh, I got no idea that little squirt was thinking. Still, it's not like me, I can't ignore the kid, and besides, you went and made a promise to him. Let's see what to do. Here, I've just got the ticket. This ancient illustration has been handed down in my clan for generations. An ancestor drew it millennia ago. Drew it with what, mate? You're a Mega Jijimon. How did he draw it? What? You live underwater. Your clan, how did your ancestors draw anything? Looks pretty awful, doesn't it? To be honest, I really don't see the value in it here. It's all yours. So he hands us over this ass drawing of a Mega Sea fishy picture. Obviously, Gomamon is going to be fucking delighted when we tell him it's the best picture that the clan's ever drawn. But Mega Jijimon doesn't seem that bothered about it. It might seem like I'm tricking the kid. Don't worry, I'll explain the truth the next time I meet Gomamon. I'll be waiting in the city. Wait, I was gearing up for a big ass fight, man. What the fuck? So there we go. Mega Jijimon joins the city as well. Let's oh my goodness, let's grab some stuff. God. Now we could travel directly back to Gomamon, guys, but there is one other Digimon that we can speak to before we go along to Absolute Zero, and that's because there are two recruiters, two recruitment digis, two recruitees, I guess you could say. Mega Jijimon, where are you going? Stop interrupting me, Jijimon. He went to the fishing hole, and he seems to be like being near the water. All right, interesting. So yeah, what I was trying to say was, obviously we have two recruitees in Absolute Zero, so in order to grab both of them at once, well, we have the option to travel there with Wizardmon to Absolute Zero. We are going to go and do the other quest for the other Digimon, and that should tie up this episode pretty nicely. So if we actually just pop down to the Server Desert, we could actually go to the Hinterland. That's ideal. And all we're going to do is nip across to the Dead End Town and talk to young Seraphimon, who has 10 wings, by the way. 10. I thought he had 8. I thought Power the 8 Striking Stars ability in Hacker's Memory was a massive clue that he has 8. He has 8 wings, but he doesn't, guys. He has 10. I fucked up the quiz. I looked up all the answers to the quiz. I was devastated, to say the least. We performed poorly in the quiz, alright? But it's a thing of the past, you know. You guys aren't here for the Digimon trivia. You guys are here for the Digimon gameplay, alright? So, yeah, there's actually a Celestial Chestnut. Oh, baby. So, we are going to pop in here, as said. We're going to speak to Seraphimon. We're going to apologise profusely that we forgot that he had 10 wings and not 8. And then we are going to find out what it is that he does back in the city as well. Because we were alluded to by young Ikakumon, the big, furry, hairy, horny guy. We'll say that again, but without the horny part. He alluded to the fact that Seraphimon was actually a very, very good chef. So let's find out if we can actually talk to this guy and figure that out. So here he is. What did you come to see me for, says Seraphimon. Well, mate, you see, we did a Digimon quiz back in Floatia. We thought that you had 8 wings. Don't hurt us. Don't hurt us, Seraphimon. But, yeah, we came to apologise, but also Ikakumon wants to speak to you. He's missing your beans and toast that you're really good at cooking. Ikakumon wants to eat your food. Ikakumon said that. I see, it's true. I used to work as a chef, but I quit when faced with my great mission as an angel. Still, making food is an important job. Oh, wait. You quit making beans on toast when you've remembered about your great mission as an angel, but making food's also important. I mean, we all have to live, right? We all need to eat. Hunger has been a prevalent source of conflict since the ancient times. Its satisfaction, the foundation of peace. Very well, I'll bring my cooking skills to your city. This is the advent of my new holy mission. Do pass this news on to Ikakumon. We certainly will, my good man. Thank you very much. And we recruit Seraphimon, guys. Oh baby. And I guess we can collect this Digipam here, which we are not entirely thrilled about. But anyways, okay, one last autopilot. It's actually going to be the second last. Oh, wow, that was a nice upskirt angle of our protagonist there. Sorry about that, Takuto, my boy. And Daryl to a certain degree. We're going to pop back. He's going to tell us about fucking... Yeah, okay, Seraphimon. He's now in the restaurant, surprise, surprise, after all this talk about cooking and shit. That is not... You know, we're not surprised about that in the slightest. We are finally, guys, we're going to nip along to Wizardmon once again, do a quick nip across to Absolute Zero. And we are going to talk to our new Snow Digis and try and bring those guys back as well. Fly me there, my friend. Let's go. But anyways, let's do this. Who will we talk to first? Gomamon, you're right here. We spoke to Mega Siegemon first, so it just makes sense to chat to you, my little friend. What's up, dude? Does this guy spend all night out here? That would be pretty cool for this dude, right? Despite the fact he obviously is built for these conditions. You handed over the Mega Sea fishy picture. Oh yeah, this is the fishy picture from Mega Siegemon I've always dreamed of. I just imagine it being like a fucking pencil sketch, like, you know, like a stick Mega Siegemon swimming on or something in the sea. Seems like Gomamon is pleased anyway. This is just cool and I can't believe it. The paper on the fishy picture is a bit beat up. Was there some kind of battle or something? I have to thank you somehow. Did you have anything you'd like to collect? Oh, you're gathering in Digimon in the city. I guess I will join your collection. So there we have it, guys. Gomamon joins just as expected. We'll find out what that little guy does in just a moment. I guess as well, just based on what we said earlier, I want to, you know, kick off the next episode with the montage, and I don't want to really bother with tussling around with any of our, you know, like any of the boring stuff, like talking to Digimon and stuff. Not that that's boring, but, you know, we don't want that to get mixed up in everything else that we're going to be up to. So maybe we could talk to these guys when we get back to the city as well, as organise all of our Tamer points. So here's Ikakumon. This is fantastic. I'm going to go to the restaurant. I'll eat delicious cuisine again. I've got to do it. I'll head to the city. Thanks very much. Awesome. So Big Fluffy goes as well. Let's not mess around here because I'm getting kind of cold just looking at my monitor here. I'm going to pop back. Talk to Jijimon for like the 8th time. He really is happy to see us today. Holy moly. Ikakumon has come back. He went straight to the restaurant. So Seraphimon and Ikakumon both going to be new chefs. So we have a... You know, we have a much wider range of dishes and prices and stuff to work with. Maybe even stat boosting stuff. Really, really exciting. And Gomamon has went to the fishing hole. Awesome. So we actually have a lot of cool stuff in the fishing hole now, guys. There is a ton of things that we can get up to. But we'll organise that in a minute. Alright, let's go around really, really quickly and talk to some of these chappers. I am aware in the last episode, guys, I don't think we spoke to Omniscient that joined back at the city. I'm pretty sure... I think that's because he is actually not available to speak to. We haven't upgraded the building that we needed to upgrade in order to mesh with him. I could be wrong. Maybe we did speak to him and I can't remember. But regardless, we're just going to pop up here and go straight into the restaurant. In fact, now that I remember it, let's actually talk to Digimon. I meant to do this earlier. How's the market looking today? Now, we have actually made some sales in the market. Our current value is 8,720. Now, I think, in the simplest terms, that is just the profit that we've made from the market. Now, I could be wrong, but if I was to guess, that's what I would guess it was. To be honest, you've got some work to do. Come back. Alright, so we can't even get any rewards. I thought we could cash in on something there. But, oh my god, look at the restaurant. It is looking busy these days. Ikakumon, you're just kind of chilling in the middle here, dude. What have you got to sell us? Sorry, Wolfie, I got lost in my food. That's alright, dude. It happens. Happens to the best of us. This is going to be good. Oh dear, I can't fit in a chair, so I'm making do here. Sorry if I'm in the way. Your partner doesn't seem hungry. If they're ever hungry and your loan funds just come on by. So Ikakumon actually doesn't improve the dishes that we can buy. Instead, he offers us this kind of freebie pass that if ever we are hungry, we don't have enough money, I guess he's going to cook us up a meal for free. I doubt we would get any insane bonuses from it, but, you know, we have that option available to us now, which is kind of cool. Seraphimon, on the other hand, this is a great facility. It'll cost a little more, but I think discerning customer like yourself will understand why. So let's see what he has got to offer us here. So as he says, the price of these items are fucking, well, it's massive, guys. I mean, 5k for a dish, rainbow drink, and it basically like pretty much buffs all your background stuff, your life, your digifriends, your bonds, your HP recovery, your healing, your curing, everything gets buffed. We've got this, 8k for this dish. Holy moly. I mean, I can just click through these. 10k for this one. But look at the gains, guys. Look at the fucking gains on this. Holy shit, Seraphimon. I don't know what it is that he's putting into his curries, but I need some. 30k for this dish. If you're a multimillionaire and you have enough money, you can come in here, gold sauce terrine, boost your HP by 1,000. 1,000, guys. That's like fucking the equivalent of 4 max battles. Just like that. You can just eat the dish, and then that's you good to go. You can also boost your discipline here, or reduce your discipline, I guess, to a certain degree. We've got an MP boosting. I mean, Seraphimon is just, the stuff he offers us is absolutely insane. Extremely expensive, but absolutely insane. Maybe that's something we can use. We have a lot of money right now, guys, but we haven't actually done a lot of off-screen grinding for funds. So, yeah, that's something to think about. Let's pop into the dojo. I really did think that we were going to see the lab being upgraded, but I guess that's happening tomorrow. So, that's a bit of a shame. Who have we got in here? Because this place is substantially busier than it was before the last time we came in here. Now, there is a final spot of a Digimon here that should be... It should be here, and it's a Digimon we could probably fight against, but it would be an extremely, extremely tense battle. Maybe we can actually add in an extra filler episode, guys. I'm not sure. We'll discuss it in a minute, but anyways, let's just talk to the main residents. We now have Paladramon here on the left. Wolfie, finally, I've been waiting for you. Be happy, Wolfie. This is where the DNA Digivolution is possible. And, yeah, I can perform DNA Devolution ceremony for you right here. You don't want your partners to merge, yeah, that's a typical reaction, but you don't have to, or you seem to have strange powers. You two will remain even after DNA Digivolution. So I'm going to basically explain what he does here. I'm careful what I'm clicking, because I don't actually want to merge anything. You should see your face right now. Your partners can undergo the ceremony. Which of your partners will undergo Digivolution? So, this is interesting, guys, and I'll scan over this very quickly. Again, I've got a guide on the dojo that explains some of this, so if you want more details, you can watch that. But the quick rundown is basically, you remember when we have the option to EXE Digivolve, right? When we are in battle and we turn into Ultra mode, we go from Mega, our two guys merge, we merge with our Digimon, I guess, because it's a three-way triangle, and then we make an Ultra. What Paladramon actually does is allow one of your Digimon to merge with the other, leaving behind the prior form, I guess, so the ultimate version of himself, and then the Digimon that he combines with becomes an Ultra Digimon, and he follows you around in the game. He becomes your permanent partner. Okay, now you might be thinking, oh my god, that's insane. You can have an Ultra Digimon, and then if you grow up the other one, and then you merge him with another city resident, you can have two Ultra Digimon following around. You could have a Megamon and a Megamon's Work D. You could have Chaosmon and, I don't know, Gallantmon, fucking whatever it's called, Gallantmon Burst Mode or whatever. I can't remember his name, but the big Crimson dude, Crimsonmon. You could have those guys following you around, and you might think, Jack, that's insane, dude. Why aren't we doing that right now? You guys can do it. Go for it. Now, the downside is, guys, when you actually merge and take an Ultra Digivolution as a permanent thing, even if you have two of them, what you'll find is when you go into battle, your Digimon are strong. They're stronger than Mega, right? But they're not as strong as if they had the option to actually just EXE. Now, I know that sounds like it's controversial and it doesn't make sense, because obviously if they're Ultra all the time, surely that'd be great. But actually just having the ability to EXE inside of battle is much more powerful, at least in my opinion, than having two permanent Ultras. And you'll see a lot of that on forums when people are asking about this. Oh, I'm trying to get my Ultra to I'm trying to Digivolve into Ultra, I'm trying to get my partners to Ultra. How does the DNA Digivolution process work, blah, blah, blah. You often see one or two people say, quite rightly in the comments, you know, to Digivolve into Ultra with your two guys and have them permanently is not always that beneficial. So it's up to you guys. We might do it at some point in the series. I'm not sure. I'm not ruling out 100%, because it is really, really cool to have two Ultra Digimons as your partner, right? It's like next level solidness. But yeah, that is my two-piece on that. There is a bit of debate there. You guys definitely let me know what you think. I mean, I could be missing something, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure that's how that goes down. So I don't know if we'll be doing that anytime soon. But anyways, here is our other new friend, Mac Galgamon. I am the Master of Speed, the Mac Warrior. Let me take a look. You have achieved Digivolution for 34 types of Digimon until now. Not enough at all. You must pursue Digivolution at max speed to become a master. So basically, when we get to 50 Digivolution types, we can come back to Mac Galgamon, speak to him, and he will offer us a reward. Now, I'm not really sure what that reward is. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's like a Digivolution stat chip or something like that. But regardless, that's something that he will offer us at some point, and it's something that we can look at. Now, I'm pretty sure, guys, that we have done everything I wanted to do. I am kind of letting time pass freely here. I said that next episode we would be doing our montage, our big grind, our preparations for our final dungeon, right? That will still go ahead as normal, but I think what we might even do is pop in a filler episode in between them if we have enough time. So what I'm going to do, I'll explain this to you if you're at all interested. If not, you can peace out now. We won't be doing anything else exciting that much other than our Tamer skills, but I'm going to run around and do some filler stuff with you guys. I'm going to record the episode as normal. I'm going to talk to you guys as normal. If we get through the full episode and our guys don't pass away, if they're still alive at the end of it, then what I will do is I will upload it as a filler episode, and it'll be tacked on after this one. So if this one's episode 45, the filler episode will be episode 46, or, you know, whichever one it is, I can't remember. But I think we need to have a look at gathering some resources, probably doing some of the fishing quests, with Mega Siegmon, Gomamon, Vikemon. There's tons in there. We could definitely have a look at some of those if we have some time. That will help us raise money, because if we want to be able to, you know, grow up our next generation of guys into the most powerful Digimon we've had to this point, then maybe we could start using some of the cuisine options that we now have available with Seraphimon. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to consider, guys, but that's what I'm going to try and do. If you guys see a filler, it means that we have another episode lined up where we just do these kind of small things. If you guys want to watch that shit, then definitely, obviously, tune in, check it out, tell me what you think down in the comments, kind of thing. Let's have a look at some of these Tamer skills just before we wrap up, because as I said earlier, we have 31 Tamer skills, which is insane. So let's spend some of these. Now, there are important ones that I want to grab first, but before we do that, well, before I grab the extra ones that I was thinking about, we'll grab the main ones first. So let's go on a tactical type. We should probably also pop in here and buy high defense. It is high time we grab this. We're definitely going to need this for the final dungeon. So it's going to be 8 of our points. We're going to pick this up just now and acquire that, which takes us down to 23. Now we're going to pop over to the tactical part of the tree, and I want to actually grab, where is it? Let's see. Raises damage of cooperation, boost attacks a little further. Occasionally halves the cost when you use a special move. Let's take this one because this is only 3, right? So we don't have to really pay attention to that too much. There's other things I want to do, not so important. I think we're going to pick up the rate of cooking successes. We're going to pick up this one because we haven't seen that with you guys yet. And if we're going to be doing some stat grinding off screen, if I'm going to be preparing, I want you guys to see that to a certain degree. This now leaves us with 12 points left, and I think what we're also going to do is, based on the fact that we might be doing some fishing off screen in the next episode, I'm actually going to take this one here, which is going to increase our fishing hit rate. So again, not a very, very important chance of being able to fish multiple times rises. Oh, cool. Interesting. So, yeah. I could put more points into here, guys, but I don't know. I did kind of want to have a look at, you know, extending the natural life of our Digimon as well. That could have been a very, very important one to put points into, but I guess right now we can't grab it, which is a shame, but we will definitely achieve a new Tamer level soon enough. I mean, how far away just now? We're a third of the way, a quarter of the way through. So we'll be able to level up pretty soon. If I'm going to be doing a bunch of grinding, that's going to fly up anyway. We only need 4,000 points, which seems like a lot, but honestly, it's not once you run about and stuff like that. So for the most part, guys, that is us. I'm going to wrap things up here. Hopefully we get some more time in a filler episode to prepare ourselves. But if that does not appear, and if I don't see you guys in a filler episode at all, then I will see you for our finale, when we will be doing all of our prep for the final dungeon. We will be starting to take on the final dungeon. I don't know if we will manage to land it all in one episode. I would love to do that, but there is so many reasons why that might not be possible. The final dungeon is the strongest, one of the strongest places in the game. There is a lot of powerful Digimon in there, and there's a lot of big boss fights that we need to get through before we actually complete our main story. So we have a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to see you guys when I see you next. I hope you are excited for the end of the series. The series, to me, personally, so far has been absolutely fucking amazing. I have had such a good time playing through this game with you guys. I've had such a good time reading all your feedback, everything that you guys have said, everything you guys have mentioned, all your ratings. I have noticed everything, I've read everything. I promise you guys, when I say that I see every single comment, I see every single comment. So if you've took the time at some point to comment, to mention, to keep up to date, to post, to follow, to talk to me, to tweet to me, to follow me on Twitter, all that shit, you guys are amazing. I'm absolutely amazing, and I love you guys to bits. So thank you so much for sticking with us. We are almost at the crux of our main story, and I'm very, very excited. So I hope to see you guys in the next part of our journey. That'll come in no time whatsoever, and yeah, I'll see you then, guys. Take care. Bye bye.